What is going on, Ben Nation? A lot of excitement that's getting ready to happen. Before we get to it, though, we're going to have to go over a little bit of price action, and we're going to have to deal with the amount of time that it takes in order to get there. Now, we had a little bit of sell off yesterday. You saw the price dip, but I would contend that once I show you the charts just a little bit, that you might get a different opinion about what's happening because it's starting to look like higher lows are being minted, if you will. And we're going to throw out some of the other stuff that we did on the chart and kind of look at this with a new eye, if you will, and might see something different. Now, if you like this content, make sure that you hit the like button, the subscribe button, and the bell to be notified of future content. And let's kick it off and check this thing out. So, what we did see was this wedge sort of pattern here, the ascending wedge, and it broke out to the upside. That was a pretty good move. Now, let's leave that right there, but we're going to take this one off on the top. And now, let's see there. So now we had this growing channel here. We're going to throw that one out because we don't need that one either. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to take this, which is at the bottom over there. I'm going to start looking at this from this context right here. Now, not perfect, but as you can see, we kind of we're kind of hitting this sort of upward facing channel. So if that's the case, then let's move that out just a little bit. Let's assume that for the moment we found the bottom on that floor previously, and if we have the bottom on that floor, then it can reasonably be assumed at this point, 5,011 being that low, that we're starting to mint newer highs. Now, in the event that we do that, then we have to come over here and we have to look at what we've got going on top. Now, we could maybe make an argument here that we've wicked up here once, wicked up here a couple times, had a tiny little fake out, came back down, tested the bottom, would be indicative of another decent move in this context right here, maybe even a comeback for a retest here, but then a breakout towards that upside with that momentum happening. Now, the reason that I would say that that's happening and not, let's wipe that out, and not this upward sort of channel that's going on right here is because I know there's something about to happen next week that will probably entice new eyes, new investors to come check out Bencoin because there is a group, there is something happening. And when you guys start to see it, you'll see an announcement in the next couple of days and you'll know what it is at that time, but you also know that is a very passionate group of people that most probably will take a vested interest in Ben and Bencoin. So you got this kind of playing out here. So I don't think that's the one. I think this this longer term sort of trend over here is what's going to end up playing out. It doesn't look, it's not perfect, but you know, if we can find the right spot, and I think we need one more impulse move. If we get that big impulse move again, and we can get a top somewhere around here, a little over 6, that'll probably give me enough confirmation to have some confidence that this is the move playing out. Now, I think that that's what's going on. So let's close this out with, I'm going to encourage you guys to go read my post last night. If you haven't seen it, then I would just do yourself a favor. Don't use me to tell you what to think. Don't use Ben to tell you what to think. Just go to my thread. It's been shared by Ben if you're not following me for any reason. And you can read the 2 things that were filed, including the emergency receivership that was just done over the last little while. So if you can do that and check this out, and I don't want to give you too much. I don't want to say too much, but you know, we filed an order for emergency receivership with Hit Networks and Discover Crypto, and outlined a lot of the things that have only been kind of alleged here. But you can actually go read a breakdown and a true history of what happened. You can go see that people who are making comments in my thread who are talking about all of these things just had their cases dismissed as unfounded in the attempts to steal the company, you can then go find out for yourself that these people who are trying to tell you that they are the beacons of honesty are trying to cheat the system by buying comments and buying viewers to make it seem like people are paying attention to them when they're not. You can see all this. You can see all this at work. Now, what does that mean broadly? Well, we'll see what it means. It means that Ben Armstrong is going to be in the news. In fact, if you take the time, there is a thorough investigation being done, and you should see something about that this weekend as a big expose. And look, about 20% of the article is not going to be favorable to Ben, but the other 80% is an investigative amount of journalism that's been done to by a reputable news source that's going to tell you a lot about what's been going on. And then you should have a little bit more clarity. And not only you, but everybody is going to have a little bit of clarity as to what's going on. Now, that in the short term might mean a dunk on Bitcoin price, but I don't think so. I think in the long term, however, this is going to be the validation that Ben Armstrong needs in order to take this thing to a whole new level of confidence. See how I give you that Pantera nod? All right, guys. So anyway, go read this. Go check it out. I encourage you to do this. And I did copied Altcoin Daily. I copied Crypto Crime Man Ran. The guy with the pump and dump that just happened, the SAVM or SVAM, whatever it was, that he pumped and dumped and then said he didn't do it and blamed it on Miles. Real scummy, Ran. Cryptos Are Us. Sam, Crypto Lifer. Laura Shin, Reporter Crypto, Jacqueline Melanek, Nat Brunell, whole bunch of different people. And we even copied in CoffeeZilla so that he can start his little investigation and just kind of see what's going on. So, meantime, it's not financial advice. My name is Blaze. I'm always right. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we'll talk to you again very, very soon.